Now, first thing I would advise a new content creator to do is this. When you are starting out as a content creator, post every day. Once you are new in content creation, post every day. Whether you are trying to use your content to sell yourself or you are trying to use it to sell a product, post every day. Here is the reason. When you post every day, the algorithm tends to understand you and what you are into. That is when the algorithm studies you. When you put out the first content, the algorithm doesn't really know who you are. You put out the second one, the algorithm is trying to say, okay, maybe I can know this person. The third one, the algorithm will be like, oh, I'm beginning to understand this person. The fourth one, oh, I know where this person is actually going to. So the fifth one. Now, when you do this thing for 1 month, 30 content on a particular niche on your platform, the algorithm has already understood you. It will distribute your content across a particular set of people. You know how algorithm works like this. When you put out a content, it sends it to a particular set of people and then to see how these people will react to this content. Now, when it has done this thing for your first content, second content, third content, it will now understand the kind of people that likes engaging on your content. Then it will now be easier for you to be getting audience.
So hi guys, this is another episode of Mindful Marketing. I'm Eamon and today I have Chukwuma with us, who's also a tech influencer and is an expert in content marketing as well. And today we have a very fascinating topic to talk about. That is how empathy plays a very important role in your content creation journey. So all over to you. Can you tell us, Chukwuma, how do you actually define empathy when it comes to content creation specifically?
Okay, well, I will actually say empathy to me means understanding what your target audience needs and meeting their needs. You know, it's just like you seeing a particular need in your space, the people you are trying to meet their needs. You see these needs, you see their pain points, you see the things they are always complaining about. They're always on the comment section asking you a particular question on a particular subject. So to me, it's just all about meeting their needs and not just creating what I feel is okay, but creating something in order to meet the needs of the people I'm serving.
That's right. So in what ways has empathy actually contributed to your audience engagement when it comes to your social media platforms?
Okay, you know, if you are not really serving the needs of your audience, you are likely not to get them engaged in you. Yeah, now it's more like for you to get me, you need to understand what I want.
Yeah.
You need to understand my pain. If you don't understand my pain, I don't think you can be able to serve me very well. As a result, your content cannot really resonate with me. So when you have the empathy of your target audience at heart, it will be easier for you to target them. And I have also observed that when I create content according to what my audience needs, I tend to get engagement. Take for instance, on platforms like TikTok, if you have observed this most times,
Yeah.
if you create a content answering a question that someone asked, such content gets more attention because people will be like, oh, he's answering this person. He actually pays attention to this person. I want to know, what did he say? And when those people see this thing, it motivates them also to be like, this person really connects with us. He understands us. That's when they can now go, okay, let me engage with him. Let me follow him or her. Let me also ask my own questions. Why? Because they see you as someone that really understands them. So it has actually played a lot of role in engagement as far as social media content creation is concerned to me. So that's basically what it is.
So, like, you have a very diverse audience, like it's not a particular niche, because you're talking about tech as well, you're talking about AI, you're talking about content creation. So, how do you actually create content that resonates with such a large and diverse audience?
Okay, how I managed to do that actually is you need to have tools that can actually help you to get your content ideas first. You know, take for instance, one of the tools I use is the Creator Insight on TikTok. So in some cases, they will tend to tell you if you have actually visited it, just go on your TikTok page and search for Creator Insight. Then it will show you topics that the audience that you are serving, people following you, it will show you some of the content they are actually interested in. In some cases, they will tell you, okay, the people that watched your videos also watched this one. So by putting these things together, it gives me an idea of, okay, I feel my audience is also interested in this.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that is actually how I managed to come about most of it. And in some cases as well, I have put up content and people leave the topic I was actually discussing and they will start asking a separate question. You know, it's just like me putting up a topic discussing about a particular gadget that I bought, and someone will come up to ask me, please, how can I use my phone to edit my video? You see, I might be talking about a phone that I bought newly, and this person is now asking me how he can use his phone to edit his video. So I don't know, okay, that means my audience is actually interested in this. When I see this person appear, maybe I see it on my Facebook page and I come on my Instagram page, I see the same question. I'll be like, oh, that means my audience could also be interested in knowing how to edit videos. And I will go and treat that topic. And in some cases as well, you will not come up and see people ask you, oh, please, we love what you are doing. How do I get started? So that now creates this impression on you that, okay, people following me also would like to do what I do. So next thing I do is I have to start talking about content creation. I have to tell them, okay, this is how you start. This is how you start from where you are. This is how you encourage yourself. This is how you get motivation. This is how you get content ideas. I have to put it up. So the two basic tools I use, first one is a comment section. The second one is the TikTok Creator Insight.
That's very interesting to hear. So, as a tech influencer, how do you actually balance delivering such amount of technical information along with creating an empathetic connection with your audience?
Okay, actually, I know it will be it's a bit technical. The thing is, I try to create content, and at the same time, I try not to deviate from my niche.
Okay.
My niche is tech. So in some cases, when I try to discuss things that are outside the space of tech, I still try to bring an atom of tech into it so that my audience will not see it that I am talking something different. Like if I'm talking about, let's say, content creation, I bring content creation as a tech topic.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm about to talk about, let's say, how to run an effective business in 2025, I have to bring it up as maybe an online business or a business relating to tech. Or I bring something like how to use AI to make your business effective. So I try to make sure that anything I'm doing, it still have to revolve around that tech space so that I don't drift from what my audience knows me about. So despite the fact that I create vast content, I still try to maintain that my niche, which is
That's
tech.
right. So, how do you actually make sure that empathy is part of your overall content strategy? And
Okay. Like I said earlier, that empathy to me simply means understanding
yeah,
what your audience wants.
that's true.
So if I understand it, I can actually serve them well. just like I have said it before. But like I used to tell content creators, you don't create content based on what you want. You
Yeah,
create content based on what your audience wants, what the people they want to see, what they want to hear. That is what you create content about. And such things also apply. Let me digress a bit. Such thing also applies when you are trying to market a product. You don't market products you like, you market product the audience
yes,
wants. So that is the empathy. It has actually helped me to grow my audience, and it also sets me apart because when I see a content creator maybe creating content based on what he likes, I'll be like, no, I don't do this. Rather, I go for what my audience themselves they like, because I believe by doing that, I tend to create a good engagement, and my audience actually connects with me properly.
that's right. So, what challenges as an influencer did you face in the start? When it comes to, connecting with your audiences, what type of challenges did you face?
Okay, well, actually, the content creation space is a very challenging space. In fact, internet generally is challenging because there's new problems are coming up all the time, new solutions are coming up all the time, people's preferences changes. So as at the time I was actually coming up as a content creator, I actually faced challenges of engagement
Right.
so much, and one of the you as a new content creator, you can put out a content, and after a very long time, nobody sees it
Yeah.
or nobody likes it. Some people that might see your content might not like you. So they will just look at it and they skip. So these are challenges I was actually seeing them at the initial time. But what I asked myself was, what was my motivation for going into content creation in the first place? My motivation was I want to make a difference. So, and if I will make a difference, I just have to look away from all these challenges. And that is when I started looking away from the challenges. I started thinking of what is the best thing I can do in order to grow my audience. So the challenges were there, challenges of getting engagement, getting people to see my videos. But what I now have to start doing was I have to start going to check other creators that are in my niche. What exactly are they doing? How are they editing their videos? So, like me that is still coming up with little audience, and another person that has already grown with over 100K audience on Instagram, what is this person doing that I am not doing? Now, first of the things I noticed that how they grow engagement on their platform is they tend to reply to comments. Let's say when they put out a content, at least for the first 5, 10 people that will comment, you tend to reply to them. I was not like, okay, I have to start replying to comments on my videos. Now, this was now what I did. Each time I post a video, I will copy the link, take it on my WhatsApp status, and now encourage my contacts, people that knows me, people that trust me and believes in what I'm doing. I'll encourage them, please go and watch my video. I want to see your like. I want to see your comment. So when people finish seeing my status and after some time, they not see their comment, what I do most times is I have to go and message them on their inbox. I'll be like, you saw a link I put up on my status where I was soliciting for people to see my video and like and comment. Why did you view it and you did not comment? And some of them will not be like, okay, they'll go and see it, they'll drop their comments. And once they drop this comment, I will reply. And how the social media algorithm works is that when someone drops a comment and you reply to that comment, it records it as an engagement. So when the second person drops his own and you reply, it records it also as an engagement. Before that, that is how they keep putting out your video, okay, to new audience. And before you know it, you will start getting engagements and like that, stuff like that. So that is actually how the kind of challenges I faced at first and how I overcome it. But like I said, when you create content based on what the people want, it will be easier for you to get engagement. Like TikTok, for instance. TikTok is becoming more of a search engine right now. People go on TikTok to ask questions, same way people go on YouTube to ask questions. So now, if you create content based on what people on TikTok want, and what can give you this insight is the creator insight. So if you create content based on what people are searching on TikTok, you will definitely get engagement. Like there are videos I have on TikTok that are over 2 years. They are still getting engagement till now. I can go on my TikTok, I will get notifications of a video I posted in 2023. Yes. Why? Because it is actually a topic that talks about what people want. It handles a particular challenge. So people are always searching it, and when they search it, TikTok is likely to bring it up to them, and they will likely engage it. So most of these videos are also videos I created when I had little engagement. So that means even though it might be little engagement as at the time I created it, but as time goes on, the engagement tends to increase. They bring me engagement, they bring me audience, they get me followers, and I tend to grow that way.
That's very inspiring. So in the tech industry specifically, and when you're using AI a lot, so how do you actually cut through the clutter? How do you actually make your content stand out? Because now everyone is becoming a content creator after the emergence of AI. It's very easy to make videos, content. So how do you actually cut through the clutter in that?
Okay, well, it's good to use AI actually. Now, while using AI, you can use AI to create a faceless content or a content that actually shows your face. Like the faceless content, like the ones where people tend to create an animation with an AI, then convert this animation into a moving object and tend to create video from it. While also, how I actually use AI, the AI I use basically is ChatGPT. And I use ChatGPT in content ideas. Now, take for instance, I can actually get a particular thing I want to discuss. Maybe after making my researches and checking people's comments, I take what I feel that the people want to hear. I take it to ChatGPT. So I'll tell ChatGPT, please help me analyze this topic and tell me other form of content ideas that I can actually get from this. So ChatGPT brings it up. They mention some of them, but most times I specify that it has to be based on metrics of engagement on platforms like YouTube and TikTok. So ChatGPT can make this little research for you and give you some other content, sub-content ideas from the topic that I already have. So that is actually basically how I use ChatGPT. So it makes it that any idea the ChatGPT is going to give to me will be based on what people are already searching or what people want to know. Now, other people might create content with AI, like there's this AI I talked about recently on my video that I'll still be pushing out. It is an AI that can help you shorten a long content into short content. Take for instance, you get a particular motivational video on YouTube, and you want to get a shortened distance so that you will distribute it according to, across Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, and TikTok, for instance. Now, what you do, you copy the link and give it to this AI. The AI will bring out some clips from this long video, shorten it, and even give you subtitles, and you can now recreate, post those contents on your platform. While there are also some other AIs that create the content for you from scratch. But what I advise anyone using AI to create content, what I advise them to do is you still have to make your research and make sure that this is something that people will likely relate with. So if it's something people will likely relate with, you can use AI to create your content. If you are someone that wants to show your face, then you can use AI to get content ideas and show your face while creating the content. If you are someone that you don't want to show your face, then use AI to generate content and put it out there. Then that means AI will have to create images for you, create videos for you, and create voiceover for you and the rest. So the whole thing, it depends on what your personality and at the same time your audience. But don't forget, always create content based on what the people want.
That's right. So do you think that emotional intelligence and empathy is something that AI can never replicate?
Okay, well, I think actually every effort on AI has been towards making AI to feel the way humans feel.
Yeah.
It has always been the effort. Almost check every any new AI that you will see. The only thing they try to improve on it is trying to make it feel how humans feel. But I don't think there's a time that it will reach whereby that AI can actually start feeling like we do. I have tried making some experiments with ChatGPT. I have one of the videos on my channel where I tend to ask ChatGPT some questions about myself. Now, ChatGPT actually, I would say it kind of understands empathy and emotion. Is a new update that there has been incorporated in GPT-4. If you are using the premium version of ChatGPT, you understand what I'm talking about. Now, there has been improvement in trying to make it have empathy, feel like humans, and maybe when it's trying to give you solution to a problem, it will consider the fact that you are also a human. That's what they are trying. Every effort in AI has tend to achieve. But for now, I don't think AI can actually give us that emotion that humans want. Humans really human being is a complex animal. So AI might not really get us complete. So I still feel that even when you are using AI, understand that people you are communicating with are not AI. People that will consume your contents are not AI.
Yeah.
People that will buy maybe a product you want to sell, they are not AI, they are humans. So when AI gives you an idea or does anything for you, you still need to put all this aspect of a human in you. So AI emotions, well, for now, I don't believe that. Human beings are still humans. AI is an AI.
That's true. So one question that I specifically want to ask you for the new content creators out there, they always face a problem about, creating their content strategy. Sometimes they do not know what type of content to post or they run out of ideas. So how do you shape your content strategy and what advice would you like to give to the new content creators?
Okay, well, for creating content strategy. Now, first thing I will advise a new content creator to do is this. When you are starting out as a content creator, post every day. Once you are new in content creation, post every day. Whether you are trying to use your content to sell yourself or you are trying to use it to sell a product, post every day. Here is the reason. When you post every day, the algorithm tends to understand you and what you are into. That is when the algorithm studies you. When you put out the first content, the algorithm doesn't really know who you are. You put out the second one, the algorithm is trying to say, okay, maybe I can know this person. The third one, the algorithm will be like, oh, I'm beginning to understand this person. The fourth one, oh, I know where this person is actually going to. So the fifth one. Now, when you do this thing for 1 month, 30 contents on a particular niche on your platform, the algorithm has already understood you. it will distribute your content across a particular set of people. You know how algorithm works like this. When you put out a content, it sends it to a particular set of people and then to see how these people will react to this content. Now, when it has done this thing for your first content, second content, third content, it will now understand the kind of people that likes engaging on your content. Then it will now be easier for you to be getting audience. So I advise a new content creator post every day. That should be your first content strategy. You have to post every day, at least for the first 1 month that you started, so that the algorithm will understand who you are and what you are into. Be it that you are just creating content, like I said, to sell yourself, or you are creating content to sell a product. That is when the algorithm will understand this is who this person is, and this is where I need to put him. These are the kind of audience I need to shape to him, put across to him. Now, if the next thing will now be is to have a content calendar. And the content calendar will have to talk about the time you post across Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and the time and the frequency at which you post on these platforms, including how often you update your stories. Right. Now, the time for the time based on where I am in Nigeria. The time people actually spend much on social media is early in the morning and in the evening. And at the same time, weekends, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday in the morning, Sunday in the evening, actually, mostly. So next thing, if you understand your target audience, the people that consume your content, it will also help you to put up your strategy to know the exact time you'll be putting out your content. So the timing also matters. I see people that, I don't know for where you are, how it is over there, but here I am, it is wrong for anybody, it's not a good strategy actually, for anybody to put out content by 1 p.m. Why? Because people are busy at their workplaces. Nobody has time to come online. Yeah, but if you now put it out by 5, 6, by that time, people are already leaving their offices. Some are in public transports going home. So they put up their phones. They want to see the latest updates and the rest. So, but in the morning also, most people wake up in the morning and they pick up their phones to go and check what is happening online. So morning hours between 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Here, I'm speaking from this place. This is an experiment I have done, and I notice it works here. From 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Then in the evening, from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m., they are a very good time for you to post. So it also forms part of your content strategy. And then the next thing will now be for you to have a well-organized content calendar. Like I said earlier, then something can actually help you to create your content calendar. If you go on ChatGPT, for instance, when you tell ChatGPT, you explain to ChatGPT your content niche, and this is the kind of content you put out. And ask ChatGPT to please get me a content calendar on maybe a content calendar for this niche that I can use to be engaging my audience. Then ChatGPT will generate that for you. So the reason why I will not be specific on a strategy here is because different niches might have different approaches. And also at the same time, the region you are serving, the region that are consuming your content, will also have a different strategy for you to approach it. So it's for you to also understand your audience, understand your locality, then you can use an AI to complement it, and you will have a very good content strategy. But first thing, as a new content creator, post every day for the first 1 month.
That's right. So this brings us to the end, and it was very good having you. I learned so much about content. I'm sure my audience also learned. So at the end, can you just give us 2-3 sentences to the audience, but using the words mindful and marketing?
Okay, the message I have for the audience is when be mindful of the kind of content that you create, and at the same time, everything that happens on the social media space is marketing. Be it because what made you to see me was because I marketed myself to you. I was actually mindful of the kind of content I created because I know this is actually what markets me. So now, if you are creating your content, be mindful of it. Know that you are actually marketing yourself. You are marketing your product. And the kind of content you create and how mindful you are and the kind of content you create is what will determine how marketable you are and you are going to be, and also your product is going to be. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.